Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something kind of controversial. We're going to break down a concept that fundamentally separates how the wealthy view finance from, well, pretty much everyone else. We're talking about the alchemy of leverage. Let's explore how real wealth is actually built, not by running away from debt, but through strategic borrowing.
You know that saying, right? Poor people avoid debt, but rich people use debt to become even richer. It sounds a little crazy at first, but think about it. The exact same financial instrument, literally a standard bank loan that can cause decades of stress and ruin for one person, is the precise tool another person uses to become a millionaire. The difference? It lies entirely in how they apply and understand that capital.
So what's the secret here? How on earth do the wealthy legally use money that isn't even theirs to multiply their net worth? If you've ever sat there wondering how they seem to play by a completely different set of rules, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to break down the exact mechanics of this whole strategy.
Let's start by uncovering the debt secret. Look, most of us are taught from day one that debt is inherently dangerous. And honestly, for the average consumer, it absolutely is. Credit card bills, EMIs, personal loans, these are just massive traps. They're forms of consumer debt used to fund depreciating lifestyle choices. All they really do is act as a constant drag on your future cash flow, basically locking up your hard-earned money before your paycheck even hits your bank account.
But here is where things pivot. Let's talk about the mindset of leverage.
See, the wealthy, they don't just look at a loan and see debt. They see leverage. They view borrowing not as this terrifying hazard to avoid at all costs, but as a strategic tool to acquire assets that actually generate cash. It's like a mechanical advantage. You use debt as a lever to lift heavier financial weights, generating a return that actively outpaces whatever it costs to borrow the money. Really, it's just pure arbitrage between the interest rate of the loan and the yield of the asset.
To really visualize this, let's look at a tale of two loans.
Let's ground this whole concept with a specific number. Let's say a 10 lakh rupee loan. Picture two totally different people. They both access this identical amount of capital at the exact same interest rate from the exact same bank. But the paths they take with those funds, it's going to lead to two completely different financial destinies.
Okay, so person one takes that 10 lakhs and channels it straight into a depreciating asset, say an expensive car, just for the Instagram likes, right? The result is negative cash flow. Every single month, money is just draining out of their pocket to service a car that's losing value. Now, look at person two. They use that exact same 10 lakhs to acquire an asset. Maybe they start a business or invest in real estate. Their capital is put to work to generate a yield. And that yield not only pays off the loan, but it creates a continuous, ongoing surplus of cash flow.
Which brings us to the ultimate showdown: assets versus liabilities.
This right here is the absolute game changer. The crucial difference lies entirely in how the capital is deployed. A liability is literally a financial anchor. It just drags down your net worth through compounding interest and depreciation. But an asset works as an economic engine, actually generating revenue for you. The wealthy use leverage exclusively to buy engines, while pretty much everyone else uses it to buy anchors.
Which leaves us with a final and honestly pretty provocative thought for you to chew on. The next time you spend your capital, or the next time you even consider taking on debt, you need to honestly ask yourself, are you buying an asset or a liability? Are you using the alchemy of leverage to build an engine for your financial future, or are you just buying another anchor? Keep that in mind, and I'll see you in the next explainer.